Coming up this week on Big Sky Outdoors. This week we find big mountains and deep snow throughout western Montana and get stoked for the upcoming ski season. Next on Big Sky Outdoors. Big Sky Outdoors, powered by Town Pump, fueling your next outdoor adventure, is also brought to you by Counter Assault, your ultimate protection in the wild. By Montana Army Navy, get it, get out, and live it. And the Outdoor Report is provided by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
There's no better feeling to me than coming down on two skis when the snow's light. The only thing you can hear is the snow moving under your feet, and you can go as fast as you want. It's total freedom, and that's why I do it. Able to get a group of friends out in the mountains together is really what it's about. You share experiences that are almost unlike anything you can do in town. You're finding new places, you're seeing beautiful scenery. Everybody's kind of experiencing the same thing, but in different ways. Down low. We're familiar with skiing bushes, I know that. My name is Landon Gardner. I'm from Missoula, Montana, and I've been skiing now since I was 3. I was born in Montana. I was born and raised in Missoula. It's part of my identity. Where I live, where I work, where I go to school, that literally within an hour you can make 7,000 feet, no problem. You can be in trees, you can be climbing up something with some tools, skiing some couloirs. It's varied, and I think that's what's awesome about this whole area in western Montana, and the entire state for that matter, is just the amount of terrain that's accessible.
Counter Assault, the original bear deterrent, has been made, developed, and scientifically tested in Montana for nearly 30 years.
Counter Assault is what I chose for my staff based on my personal experience, scientific testing, and it's the only one that met all the expert recommendations. Spray time and spray distance are important in a bear attack, and Counter Assault has both. As an avid hiker, hunter, and outdoorsman, Counter Assault is my first line of defense in bear country.
Carry what the professionals carry. Counter Assault, Grizzly Tough Bear Spray. Look for the red can.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish. MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Get out and live it.
It's like, the feeling comes over to me like, oh man, I don't have enough time. I'm not gonna find or go to all these places I wanna go to because there's literally, it's so vast. Montana is a place where you can come and absolutely get lost and enjoy the hell out of it. I brought up some wood. We started a fire, get a little light, get warm before bed. I think we pulled the plug before midnight and set the alarms for 5:30. Van read 0 degrees Fahrenheit. We had about a 4-mile walk in, and the elevation gain, probably about 4,000 feet. Beautiful sunrise in the morning. It's a long day. You are literally in the middle of nowhere. Very limited cell phone coverage. This is no joke. The only way somebody's getting in there within a short amount of time is a helicopter. Andy and I basically knew after about 4 hours of walking that we had a little more walking to do to try to get to the top of this thing. Made our way up to where we could ditch our skis, where it was just too steep to skin, threw the skis on the back, and we had a serious boot pack. If you had to put a number on it, I'm sure we made it 10 yards in 20 minutes. Are we gonna make it halfway up? Are we gonna have to turn around? Are we gonna lose light? And so yeah, basically after 45 minutes to an hour, Andy and I talked it out briefly, and we knew that 3:30 p.m. And a 4-hour exit, we had to make the call. Threw the skis back on, and you see 8,000-foot peaks all around you. Lakes are totally covered in snow. There's not a single track around. Those are the things that you remember and stick out in your mind. But unfortunately, we didn't get a drop in from the top. But that's just the nature of the game, and it's more the process. It's not necessarily, peeking out on wherever you're going and getting out there. So yeah, you can't tell anybody this, but if you're looking for your own mountain, you might find it in Montana, but you're gonna have to try hard.
Counter Assault, the original bear deterrent, has been made, developed, and scientifically tested in Montana for nearly 30 years.
Counter Assault is what I chose for my staff based on my personal experience, scientific testing, and it's the only one that met all the expert recommendations. Spray time and spray distance are important in a bear attack, and Counter Assault has both. As an avid hiker, hunter, and outdoorsman, Counter Assault is my first line of defense in bear country.
Carry what the professionals carry. Counter Assault, Grizzly Tough Bear Spray. Look for the red can.
Cooler weather is right around the corner, and your local town pump has everything your family needs along with great savings. With over 90 convenient locations across Montana, we are sure to have everything you need and more.
Montana Snowbowl is just a little bit north of Missoula. Quick and easy drive, about 20 minutes from downtown. We live in a pretty small place, population-wise, to some of the other bigger ski areas in North America. And so we actually are what you call mom and pop, Montana Snowbowl. Family-owned business. You know, the close proximity of Montana Snowbowl to the University of Montana makes it easy for any of the students, such as myself, to grab some turns after my morning class. Grace worked in the morning. She got that taken care of and found some time in her schedule to come up in the afternoon. And she came up at about 12:30, met up with us, and we still had 3.5 hours of awesome skiing at Snowbowl. And with the conditions on area being so good, it's easy to make the call to just ski on area today at Snowbowl.
You know I followed every road just to get back home. Follow the sound, follow the sound. You know I traveled every soul just to find my own. You took me down, you took me down. Won't you tell me?
Powder days are so special this year, especially. We kind of did have a slow start to the season. A combination of having a bunch of your friends up there on a powder day when the conditions are that right. By definition, today was an epic day for sure.
Here's this week's outdoor report by our friends at Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
Over the past 2 decades, state and federal biologists, along with Big Hole River ranchers, have known that Montana's Arctic grayling population was headed for listing under our nation's Endangered Species Act.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you in Montana today. I'm excited to join the governor to announce some very positive conservation news. Montana Arctic grayling ESA protection is not warranted at this time. Private landowners have tipped the balance for the Arctic grayling in Montana.
90% of Montana's Arctic grayling habitat here in the Upper Big Hole is on private land. At first, that was a challenge, but today, thanks to the local ranchers, that private land is an opportunity.
So we're looking at a riparian fence, and this fence excludes out an area to livestock grazing. So it reduces the amount of bank erosion and increases the vegetative bank stability. You know, most ranchers built their corrals on the stream system because it was easy access to water. You know, every winter they had to chop ice. But it's that stock tank that we put in that allows this rancher to give up this section of stream. And these stock tanks have a couple of benefits associated with them. One of the first ones is this water is coming from a well and not from the stream, can have stream flow savings. These tanks, because of the way we have them designed, they circulate the water and it prevents them from freezing. By improving the contours of the ditches and installing these check structures, this rancher was able to improve the yield on this property by 1/3 and use 1/4 less water. I work with great people, other biologists from different agencies, and I think I can speak for all of us, and we're proud of this project, and it's very humbling to have so much participation with these private landowners.
In addition to the ongoing habitat improvements and grayling monitoring here in the Upper Big Hole, promising work is being done on the Ruby and Madison Rivers and in the Centennial Valley, all for the healthy return of Montana's Arctic grayling. This is Mike Gurnett, out with Montana's Fish, Wildlife and Parks.
Cooler weather is right around the corner, and your local town pump has everything your family needs along with great savings. With over 90 convenient locations across Montana, we are sure to have everything you need and more.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish. MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Coming up this week on the outdoor calendar, West Yellowstone is a great place to be this time of year. There's lots of snow and the Rendezvous ski trails are open and are in great shape. Come on up and enjoy 35 kilometers of groomed trails for cross-country skiing, or take a quick tour up one of the roads in Yellowstone National Park that are close to vehicles. For more information, go to rendezvouskitrails.com. This is the last weekend of the elk and deer general rifle season. Late November is a great time to get outside and fill your tag. The fresh snow, along with the bucks in full rut, allows for good opportunities to fill your freezer with wild game. For more information and regulations, go to fwp.mt.gov. It's been a long time coming, but on Thursday, November 27th was not only Turkey Day, but the opening day of Big Sky Resort. Come on up and make the first turns of this season and enjoy all the fresh snow we've had this past week in southwest Montana. For more information on the biggest skiing in America, visit them online at bigskyresort.com. Get up here and ride the peak. And for those in the northwest corner of the state, we are just 1 week away from opening day at Whitefish Mountain Resort. On Saturday, December 6th, come enjoy the Groom Runs, Deep Powder, newly remodeled Base Lodge, and the new Flower Point Lift, along with new terrain for your riding pleasure. For more information, ticket prices, and snow report, visit skiwhitefish.com. If you have an event that you would like to post on Big Sky Outdoors, go to our Facebook page or www.bigskyoutdoorshow.com. Give us all the details of your outdoor event and we'll post it here on Big Sky Outdoors.
You know, we're pretty lucky to finish strong here towards the end of March, and there's still plenty of days left to ride. And so now springtime's starting to arrive and almost a close out of 2014. But there's always some room in March for an epic adventure, that's for sure. still the easiest way to put it into words is being back there and still being part of your person, but you're separate from what your day-to-day is, and that separation is what's unique about being in the backcountry. Danger looms and cornices and wind slabs next to rocks. It's in the snowpack. It's everywhere. Because I've accepted that I'm out there, and I'm exposed. I'm on the snow. I'm the foreigner. I'm the foreigner back there. That's for sure. So being on the U.S. ski team for 8 years gave me a huge appreciation for where I come from, the mountains in general, being outside, and being exposed to the elements. And it was very systematic, and that was good for me being a competitor, to have that super programmatic approach to getting things done, trying to ski well and achieve something on the mountain in a competitive sense. And having that over and just coming up in the mountains by myself or with a group of friends, it's totally different. It's freedom, it's simple, we're in a great place, and it's winter. It might be the end of winter, but it's still cold. Cold comfort for me is being in the mountains in an uncomplicated situation, enjoying my surroundings and enjoying it. That's comforting to me, and it allows me to experience things that I can't down in the city. And it's total freedom.
Check out the Epic Montana YouTube channel, weekly outdoor adventure films from across Montana.